What's the wobbliest form of transport?
Oh, would it be one of those bendy buses? Because all the time you're on them, you're just always doing this the whole time. Or it could be, could be on a bicycle because they're quite difficult. Or even a tricycle. I've never even ridden a tricycle. Or a unicycle. That'd be quite difficult. I've never ridden a unicycle. I'm going to give that a go. I'm going to see what that's like. Maybe
Oh.
Can our teams help Guinea Pig speed his way along a slippery slide? Who will be speediest at splatting jelly? And will anyone hit this target? All that and more. It's time for Ultimate Brain!
Good to see you again. Come on, boy. Up. Ah, there he is. My pet flea, Cornelius. I'm just training him, you see. Hey, guess what? If we practice a bit more, we could go on Britain's Got Talent, and then you could get to meet Simon Cowell. Hey, where are you going? I didn't mean it. You don't really have to meet Simon Cowell. No. I better go and get him. This is Ultimate Brain.
Let's meet the teams. First, the team in green from delectable Doncaster. It's Evie, Tom, and Dexter. Brilliant from Brighton. In yellow, it's Daniel, Ben, and Sam. And our celebrity team in blue are the 3Ks from our Wolfblood. It's Sherelle, Rachel, and Gabrielle.
Once again, just for you, I have scoured the universe to find some of the brightest minds known to mankind. And I... Oh no, something strange is happening to me. This can only mean one thing. Yes, it's time to meet our teams, beginning with the team from Wolfblood. They're the Blues! How are you, Blues? Good to see you. Now, we've had a team on from your show before. Bobby, Louisa, and Keita. And guess what? They won! You got a lot to live up to, haven't you, eh?
Uh-oh.
Let's see how well you do. What's your team name?
The 3Ks.
The 3Ks. Thank you. Moving on to the Yellows. How you doing, Yellows?
Good.
Nice to see you. Where you from?
Brighton.
Brighton. By the sea. What's your team name?
The Bubbly Brainiacs.
The Bubbly Brainiacs from Brighton who invent burglar alarms. Is that right, Dr. Ben?
Yes.
What's that all about, then?
Basically, in year 4, we made some burglar alarms, and I thought I could test them out on my sister because she kept on creeping into my room.
And what happened?
I caught her 3 times.
Did you send her to prison?
No, I just told my mum.
I need one of those to stop Guinea Pig from stealing all my bananas. Here we go. It's the Greens. How are you, Greens?
Good, thanks.
Good to meet you. Oh, Dr. Dexter, I hear that you're a big fan of the wonders of the universe. And what can you tell me about your adventures in space and time?
I know what the centre of a black hole is called. It's called the singularity.
Good one.
And I know the temperature of the core of the sun.
Yes, 15 million degrees, isn't it?
Yes.
Ooh. And I've heard you'd quite like to be an astronaut, is that right?
Or a scientist.
I think by the time you're old enough to actually be a professional astronaut, you might be in time to do the mission to Mars that they keep talking about. Doop, doop, doop. Dexter on Mars. That would be fantastic, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Brilliant. What's your team name?
Eligible Newtons.
Good luck on the show. And luck is what you're going to need, because this is the show with a need for speed, a craving for creativity, and a demand for ingenious ideas and inventions. And this is the warm-up. Not that type of warm-up, Guinea Pig. Give me my questions. Good lad. Right, you ready, teams? Hands on brains. Here we go. Take 2, times it by 4, then add 7, then divide it by 3. 3K! 5 is right. What word am I spelling backwards? T-I-U-C-R-I-C. 3K!
Circuit.
Is correct. What is this sound? 3Ks!
Windscreen wipers.
is right. How many letters are there in the word recycled? Knowledgeable Newtons
8.
is correct. Now then, put yourselves in order of the length of your hair, the shortest this side and the longest that side. And when you've done it, press your brain. Bubbly brainiacs. You gonna have a look? Yes, I'm gonna give it to you. Well done. Wow, what a fantastic warm-up.
And after that, the 3Ks are howling ahead on 6 points.
Welcome to my laboratory. So, what do you think I've got in front of me? What do you think this looks like?
Newton balls.
Oh, well, it's kind of like it, isn't it? What do you think?
I have seen a Newton's cradle before, and the balls are touching, but those aren't.
They're not, are they? So, no, it's slightly different, actually. Could be a sort of xylophone or something. Bring-dong-dong-dong. Actually, no, it's just a pendulum arrangement that I've made. The difference between this and the Newton's cradle that you're talking about is that the strings on these are all different lengths, you see. As it goes along the line, they get longer and longer. What I'm going to ask you is, when I swing them all one way at exactly the same time, and then let them all go, what is going to happen? I'm going to give you some options. A, the balls will click together and form a sort of groovy drum beat. B, the balls will swing back and forth in a line. C, the balls will dance around like a snake. Or D, something else. Something that only you, or you, have thought of, and not even I. What could it be? Now then, your thinking time starts now!
I've seen a giant one in action.
So, what will happen when I let go of the balls?
Different lengths means different vibrations, means it will go like different lengths. The longer the chain, the more
Have you got your answer?
Because I think if it pulls back, then each one of them's going to go one
Different
by one
time.
by one
Yeah.
by one
Isn't
by
that a
one.
snake?
That's it, time's up! Let's see your answers now! C. Everybody's gone for C. Let's start with the greens. Why have you gone for C, greens?
Partly because I've seen a giant one in action.
So you're using your memory.
Yeah.
Yellows?
I think it was snake because longer strings would take longer, so it will look like a snake.
Ah, I see. Now then, blues. You've also gone for C. What's your scientific thinking?
Well, I think we agree with Dr. Ben in terms of the different lengths of the string, so that will make a snake effect.
Everybody's gone for C. Well, shall we see? Right, come on then, let's do it. Here we go. I'm going to just gently pull them all out this way, like this, at the same time, so they're the same distance. And then I'm going to let go. Let's see what happens. Ah, yes, look. Wiggling. Watch what happens now, though. Oh, it's starting to wiggle. Getting even more snaky. Getting even curvier, isn't it? Ah, there we go. There's our snake. Ooh. Isn't it fantastic? Yeah. Oh, beautiful, isn't it?
This pendulum swing has been specially designed to create this mesmerizing pattern. And the key is in the difference in the length of the chains on which the bob weights hang. In equilibrium, the forces acting on them are perfectly balanced, and the strings hang vertically. But bring in gravity by lifting and dropping them all from a level height, and that's when the difference in their period of oscillation comes into play. The longer the string, the greater the amount of time it will take to complete one swing of the circular arc. By careful calculation of each chain's length, we get this wonderfully wavy effect.
Science in action. Even though they're acting independently, when viewed together, it looks like they're dancing, in motion together. The choreography of science. The first person who really discovered this was Galileo, of Galileo Figaro Magnifico fame, and he used this to invent the first pendulum clock. All of you were right. You all get 10 points. Well done, team. Marvellous.
Well, they've suddenly got into the swing of things. Swing of things, points all round.
I've been a bit fed up lately because I get very, very tired walking around my laboratory all day. I get really, really achy feet. And that last challenge gave me an idea. How do snakes get around? Oh, yes, they slip and slide, don't they? Oh, that sounds much easier. So I've asked my teams to devise ways to make humans slip really, really fast. And I gave them a budget of £50 and 2 days to come up with their plans.
Teams must think of a way to help GP launch himself onto and travel along the polythene pathway, thinking about how to make GP as slippery as possible as he travels down the slope. The team whose plan helps GP reach the greatest distance in the time allowed will win a whopping 10 honour points!
And who better to test them than my very own Mr. Guinea Pig? My very own Mr. Guinea Pig. Yeah, it's all right, Guinea Pig, come on. What's the matter?
Not coming out.
Why?
Because I heard there's a slippery, slidey snake somewhere in the studio.
No, was it a real one? It was a pendulum-y thing. It's you who's going to be slipping and sliding.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, come on then, GP.
That's okay then.
You feel a bit better now?
Yeah.
Good, because we're going to make you fall over again. Let's see the first plan. Yellows, are you big fans of Pingu or something?
Yeah.
What's going on? What have you got him dressed up like that for?
We thought about penguins in the wild. They slide on their bellies to get into the water.
Oh, they do, don't they? Yes, you see them going shong.
And we've put the hat and the flippers to increase aerodynamics. So he has to put his head up.
The egg's going to go in between his legs to
Increase
cause
momentum.
Increased momentum. So what, it's got some weight behind it, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I see, and you're hoping that extra weight is going to push him a bit quicker down the slide.
Yes. The olive oil and the washing up liquid
Is to lubricate the slide.
Yeah, so he's going to mix it together and then put it on his belly. So
Yes.
then hopefully he'll slide further.
And what's that white thing actually made of?
We were thinking of a slippy material,
Yes.
which will also protect him when he's sliding down so he doesn't get burnt.
Oh, that's so considerate. You see, they're thinking about you, Guinea Pig. They care about you, isn't that lovely? They're still going to throw you down a slide, though. So I don't think they care about you that much, do they?
The bubbly brainiacs have given GP a smooth front to minimise friction as he comes into contact with the slope. Plus, they're going all out using both oil and washing up liquid as lubricants. They're hoping an egg-shaped weight between GP's legs will aid his battle against any air resistance, add balance and increase momentum, putting faith in their lubrication to counteract any increased drag through friction.
OK, Guinea Pig, get lubricating! Olive oil.
Yeah, open the oil.
Yep, over your belly, all over your belly.
It is quite a slippery substance, isn't it, olive oil?
And now the washing up
Open
liquid.
Open up the washing up liquid.
And then pour and squirt that all over your belly.
Here we go.
And then put some of it on the slide.
2, 1.
then
You gotta go, Guinea Pig, you gotta go! He's picking up the rugby egg. Come on then, GP. Off you go. Splat. He's trying to move.
Yes.
He's having a wriggle.
Put your legs down and flap.
Yeah, put your legs down and flap.
He's pretty much reached about as far as he's going to go, isn't he? He's
going.
still having a flap.
Keep going.
That's it,
Keep
you
going,
control him.
Keep going.
He's actually going. Keep going.
Oh, that's a good movement. But he is getting somewhere. He's moving. Yay! Bobby.
An interesting pairing of lubricants here. As a detergent, washing up liquid actually breaks down oil, with the hydrophobic ends of its hydrocarbon chains grabbing onto the oil molecules. But that made no odds here, though. By using such volume of these two super slippy liquids, we saw some effective slippage.
It's the Blues. Cherelle, Rachel, Gabrielle, otherwise known as Triple K. So, Blues, what's the name of your plan?
The K-ship. And the idea is that it's an inflatable rubber spaceship. So because it's quite light, it should go far, and because of the foil, it should glide on top of the slip and slide. And then we wanted to lubricate it with some olive oil on the underside.
So it's not a giant bagel, then?
Sorry.
That's a shame.
Donut.
Guinea Pig, how do you feel?
I feel I should change my name to ETGP.
The 3Ks are hoping to launch GP to victory, adding tin foil to a wabber wing. Combined with the spread of his weight across a larger surface area, they're hoping this coating will make for a smoother run, reducing friction. Their lubricant of choice is olive oil for space-age slippery sliding superpowers. And similar to the yellows, they've added heavy bags of rice that they hope will aid momentum. Is GP about to rocket down the slope? Prepare for blast off!
Let's start your time now!
Then open the olive oil.
Spread it all over the bottom.
Probably put it on your hand. Yeah, okay.
Around the ring.
Yeah, that's it.
Spread it around with your hands.
Spread it around with your hands.
And on the next noise, you've got to go. So,
Okay, and then turn it over, and you're going to go forwards.
You need to sit in it backwards and then push himself over this feet.
Okay, yes.
We've got to go! We've got to go! Go!
Push yourself back with your feet.
Let's see. What's he got on his feet?
It's got rice.
Rice bags. It's a bit of a struggle. Oh, now he's starting to move a little bit. With that little motion he's doing there, he's moving a bit more.
The rice is
I think putting him on backwards was a bad idea.
Yes!
Yes.
No, but how else we went forward?
You think, baby? And here, your time is up. I'm afraid your time is up there.
Did those heavy bags of rice work in opposition to their attempts to spread out GP's weight across that giant ring? Well, he certainly wasn't going anywhere fast, was he?
So let's have a look at the green plan. Let's hope it's not at all scary. Ah! Oh, shark! Shark! Oh, it's you, guinea pig. So, Greens, talk me through this plan. What's going on?
Well, we decided to put guinea pig in a streamline because if you look at bobsleighs, they're all in a line. It's easier for them to go down.
We have used the bin bag because it's sort of super slippy.
Oh, I see.
And we've decided to put washing up liquid all over him, like all over his front.
Ah, yes,
everywhere.
that'll make him really slippy.
Yeah.
We used the tape to hold the cotton and the tape together.
Oh, I see. That'll keep it nice and solid, won't it? Yes, nice and sturdy. Yes, good thinking. How do you feel, GP?
I feel like I should be called Carcharodon carcarius, which is the Latin name for a great white shark.
Oh, get him!
Like the yellows, knowledgeable Newtons have been inspired by nature, turning GP into a super streamlined, slippery shark. Keeping the design as compact as possible, they hope to reduce air resistance and, with a smooth plastic covering to his body, minimize friction on our slippery slope, helped further by washing up liquid, as with other plans, aiding lubrication. Will this shark attack kill all hope for the opposition? Or at least scare them off? Let's find out!
Shark attack! Dum, 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 dum. Let's see it in action then. 3, 2, 1. Get lubricated!
Liquid all over guinea pig, literally. On your legs, put loads on. Everywhere, on your legs. Everywhere. Put loads on. Everywhere.
You tell him.
You can...
Yeah, arms, legs,
Everywhere, do it a bit more on your legs. Put it everywhere.
Come on, yes.
Very good.
Loads and loads and loads.
Come on.
Now, doesn't he? That's it. Off you go, guinea pig. Let's see how he does.
Go.
Oh, look at that!
Go.
Look,
Come on, guinea pig.
It's on the way.
Act like
Tell
a
him what to
shark. Come on, guinea
What do you
pig.
think he should do now?
Guinea pig.
See how far he can get.
You're a bit like
Oh, he come to a
pudding.
bit of a standstill. Need him to go quicker. Slipping away.
Come on.
Like a shark out of
Come
water.
on, guinea pig.
Oh, he's gone on his side.
Come on, guinea pig.
That's it. There's your time up.
What a combo of material and lubricant! With weak forces between the molecules of the fluid compared to the solid surface, moving easily between the plastic above and below.
And I can tell you that the first result is that guinea pig is absolutely exhausted. Look at him, poor thing. You've wiped him out. And now I can tell you the second result is that the team that came in last place was the Blues. Perhaps going backwards wasn't such a great plan after all. Unlucky. I can say in second place, meaning they get 5 points, is the Yellows! I'm awarding 5 points there because you mirrored nature and applied that in your science. And I like that kind of thinking. We reward good thinking on Ultimate Brain. But that means, of course, you Greens get 10 points! A great victory there for the Greens. Now let's see how they get on in the next round. Me and Guinea Pig have a good party, don't we? Oh, the music, dancing, ice cream, and jelly. Jelly. We hate jelly, don't we? We hate it. Jelly must be destroyed. Which is what this challenge is all about. Yes, our 3 contestants have a jelly in front of them. And all we're going to do is, on the sound of the guinea pig squeal, they're going to whack their jelly as fast as they can. And the one who hits their jelly the fastest wins. Are you ready, teams?
Yes!
Oh, merci. But who was the quickest? Let's have a look at the replay.
Wobbly wowzers! But whose jiggly jelly was the quickest to quake?
I can't quite tell with the naked eye. Let's check the slow motion camera.
Well, that jelly certainly has all been destroyed. But one team got smashing first.
Well, we can see it was a victory for the Yellows! 10 points! Jelly on a plate, jelly on a plate, wibble wobble, wibble wobble, jelly on a plate. Yeah, jelly on the plate. I'm just going to keep singing and dancing right through to the next round. Guinea Pig, what do you know about bouncing?
Bouncing?
Yeah.
I can bounce.
Bounce. Well, that's good because this challenge is all about bouncing. Now, our contestants have got a selection of balls here. You've got a basketball here. Got a tennis ball here. And here is a little ball of blue tack. Splat. So, what they've got to do is they've got to try and bounce one or a combination of any of these balls, bounce them and try and hit the target. But they can only drop the balls. They can't throw them. Do you think you could hit the target?
Yeah, I reckon I could do it, Dr. Brain.
Go on then, give it a go. I meant with one of the balls. Oh, Guinea Pig. Let's hope our teams are more inspired. Your time starts now.
I'm thinking if we drop the basketball and then drop the tennis ball on top of the basketball and then the blue tack on top of the tennis ball, and they should all bounce off each other and hit the target.
Straight to it, Dr. Sherelle.
Yeah.
Ball on top of ball. Okay, do it. Okay.
Off to a flying start.
Right, everyone get one. You go first, Dexter. Okay.
Okay, that's reasonably good. Tom, drop it. That was really bad.
Fire! We gotta, like, it's shooting that way, so we... Yeah, try it that way.
Now it's shooting that way.
So we all have to drop it at the same time.
I think
and
we
hope
should-
for the best.
Okay.
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 That didn't work.
No, let's try again.
Drop that one. When it hits the floor, drop another one so that it'll hit that and hopefully reach the
Okay,
target.
we need to...
Oh, looks like you're onto something, Greens. Or not.
Keep trying that idea, hopefully we'll...
Whoa, Yellows.
You drop when that gets back up.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
This technique's catching on.
I think that...
You make sure it's a line. 3, 2, 1, go.
Not aligned.
Dr. Dexter's not the target.
Wow.
So close, Yellows.
Do it again, Ben.
That way.
Tom.
This way.
Tom?
Anyway, but up.
Come on, Tom. Go.
Ooh, Greens.
That was nearly it, that was
Right.
nearly it. They've definitely made a discovery here.
Go on.
Got it?
Go on then. No.
Go.
Yes! You did it! Well done. So, that was a pretty interesting one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Most of you got the principle pretty quickly, didn't you? But only one team actually managed to hit the target.
Go.
Yes! And that was the Greens. Well done, you Greens. You get 10 points. But because the rest of you got the principle and you've nearly got it, I'm going to give you 2 points each. So well done to you. What do you think this was for?
Sticking it to the target.
Almost. What you could have done, take a little piece of this, stick the tennis ball onto here, and hopefully what would happen is, as you take it over, very elegantly just drop, thuswise. And there you go.
The heavier basketball transfers its energy to the lighter tennis ball, and fixing it in place helps with aim. Score!
That's how it's done. There you go. Now it's time for the quick-fire round. Quick, quick, we gotta go! That's a full moon, and time is racing away, and it's about to get even quicker with the quick-fire round. Are you ready, teams?
Yeah!
Hands on brains! The Komodo dragon is the largest species of which reptile?
Brainiacs.
Lizard.
Is correct. Which is the shortest month of the year?
Bubbly brainiacs.
January. No.
February.
I have to take the first answer because it was actually February. How many colours are there in the rainbow?
Bubbly brainiacs.
8.
No, it's 7. Which part of your body vibrates when sound reaches it, enabling you to hear? Knowledgeable Newtons!
Ears.
It's the eardrum, I'm going to give you that. What name is given to the top of an ocean wave?
Bubbly brainiacs.
Oh, white horses.
No, crest. True or false? GP once burped with such a force that he fell over.
Bubbly brainiacs.
False.
No, it's true. Scientists say global warming is primarily caused by an increase in the atmosphere of which gas? Knowledgeable Newtons!
Helium.
No, it's carbon dioxide. How many centimetres are in a metre?
Bubbly brainiacs.
100.
Is right. Which colourful reptile has a tongue that can extend 1.5?
Chameleon.
Is right. What is a camel's hump made of? Muscle?
Bubbly brainiacs.
Fat.
Is correct, and that's the end of the round! There we go, so... Wow, what an amazing game that was. So, here we go then, folks. Here are the scores. In third place, with 20 points, it's the Blues! Well done, you Blues. Well done. In second place, with 34 points, it's the Greens! Oh, well done! Silver medal, winning by 1 point. It's the Yellows with 35 points. Magnificently played. Look how much fun they've had. They've had fun. I've had fun. Have you had fun? Oh, I so hope you did. Join us again soon for more Ultimate Brain! Was a brilliant one. God, they were good, weren't they? Oh, hi there, GP. Oh, try that joke again now then. What's the wobbliest form of transport?
Oh, Dr. Brain, I've been working on my unicycle skills.
No.
You know, I think you do this, but I couldn't get a unicycle, so I'm thinking of getting a bicycle and cutting it in half.
No, it's a jellycopter.
That's it.
Do you get it? A jellycopter. Because jelly's wobbly. You see? Do you get it? What's it like in your world? What's the wobbliest form of transport?
Oh, would it be one of those bendy buses? Because all the time you're on them, you're just always doing this the whole time. Or it could be, you know, could be on a bicycle because they're quite difficult. Or maybe, or even a tricycle. I've never even ridden a tricycle. Or a unicycle, that'd be quite difficult. I've never ridden a unicycle. I'm going to give that a go. I'm going to see what that's like. Maybe
Oh.
Can our teams help Guinea Pig speed his way along a slippery slide? Who will be speediest at splatting jelly? And will anyone hit this target? All that and more, it's time for Ultimate Brain!
Good to see you again. Come on, boy. Up. Ah, there he is. My pet flea, Cornelius. I'm just training him, you see. Hey, guess what? If we practice a bit more, we could go on Britain's Got Talent, and then you could get to meet Simon Cowell. Hey, where are you going? I didn't mean it. You don't really have to meet Simon Cowell. Oh, I better go and get him. This is Ultimate Brain.
Let's meet the teams. First, the team in green. From delectable Doncaster, it's Evie, Tom, and Dexter. Brilliant from Brighton. In yellow, it's Daniel, Ben, and Sam. And our celebrity team in blue are the 3Ks from our Wolfblood. It's Sherelle, Rachel, and Gabrielle.
Once again, just for you, I have scoured the universe to find some of the brightest minds known to mankind. And I... Oh no, something strange is happening to me. This can only mean one thing. Yes, it's time to meet our teams, beginning with the team from Wolfblood. They're the Blues! How are you, Blues? Good to see you. Now, we've had a team on from your show before. Bobby, Louisa, and Keita. And guess what? They won! You got a lot to live up to, haven't you, eh?
Uh-oh.
Let's see how well you do. What's your team name?
The 3Ks.
The 3Ks. Thank you. Moving on to the Yellows. How you doing, Yellows?
Good.
Nice to see you. Where you from?
Brighton.
Brighton, by the sea. What's your team name?
The Bubbly Brainiacs.
The bubbly brainiacs from Brighton who invent burglar alarms. Is that right, Dr. Ben?
Yes.
What's that all about, then?
Basically, in